Hello guys and welcome to the second episode of Unfiltered with Ardi, your host. And I have with me today one of the dynamic business coach, youth icon, network marketing specialist with me. And I have known him for how many years? For long time. Since school days. So Mr. Pranab Jyoti, thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you. It's my pleasure actually, and I feel honored to be a part of this wonderful convention that you are trying to bring up.
Thank you
That's
so much.
a big step that you are taking to rise up the people who are doing something different in life. It's a great way actually, and a big
Thank you so
on the
much.
very first.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I think we should directly get on with it, right?
Yeah. Let's start it. Let's keep it very raw and unfiltered. Let's just relax and then. Talk.
Definitely. So I hope you guys are ready with your cup of unfiltered coffee. Yeah. So yeah, first of all, I would just like to, because I know you personally, I have known you since a very long time. So just a formal introduction for our viewers, like your introduction, your backstory.
Okay. So a very good morning. At this time, it's morning here. So very good morning to everyone. Namaskar and namaskar. Myself Pranab Jyoti. I belong to a middle class family from Guwahati, Assam. I stay in Jalukbari. I happen to be a student of Prajuri Senior Secondary School until my higher secondaries up to class 12. Then I went to Royal Global University. I did my engineering from there, B.Tech Civil Engineering. I also went to Delhi for a year where I tried to try out something very new, which was far beyond my reach, and also I did not have an idea, a basic even idea of that particular concept, which was UPSC, which happens to be a dream of every Indian, right?
Every Indian.
So I also tried let's give it a shot, let's see what the world is. And जब वहाँ से वापस आया था उल्टा हाथ से नमस्कार करके आया था क्योंकि मेरे को पता चल गया था कि शायद मेरी दाल वहाँ पे करने वाली है नहीं. लेकिन अगर इंट्रोडक्शन के मामले में आप कहें तो आई वुड से प्रणब ज्योति दास इज अ ब्रांड टुडे, एंड आई हैव ऑलवेज इमेजिन माई सेल्फ टू बी अ ब्रांड इन द सेंस. मैं एक छोटे से एग्जाम्पल से आपको इसके बारे में बताना चाहूँगा. अगर हम ब्रांड के बारे में बात करें तो लोग एरोगेंट शब्द को साथ में क्लब करते हैं. दैट्स वेरी रॉन्ग आई थिंक. सी इट्स नॉट बैड टू बी अ ब्रांड. इन फैक्ट इट्स ग्रेट टू बी अ ब्रांड बिकॉज आई बिलीव if your introduction is crispy and it's attractive, you can carry on the conversation with a very nice flow like ours is going to be. So the brand perspective of mine is about the attitude. If I talk about example from nature, we all have been watching National Geographic or Animal Planet since a long time, since our childhood days. You remember those days coming from the school, sitting under the fan, taking your sip of Coca-Cola or Fanta that your mother gives, or that Tang, right? So you used to, when I see the TV, you went to Animal Planet to see different animals there. You all have noticed one certain thing, that in the jungle there are different kind of animal, different species. Everyone is unique in their own way. Now, but still we call the lion as the king of the jungle. But my question to you is the lion the tallest? Definitely not.
No.
Is he the strongest? No, it's the elephant. The tallest is the giraffe. Is he the smartest?
No.
Because it's the fox, the jackal is a cunning person. Is he very, sweet-toothed? No. These are the birds. But still he's the king. The only difference that makes the lion king is the attitude.
Yes, very good.
And that attitude should be there within every individual. I am a big, I get moved out by very nice quotes which I happen to see in Pinterest and many other sources, social media sources. I like one quote very much which I have in my mind still, that either you walk like a king, or you walk like you don't care about the king.
Yes.
So I believe if every individual has that attitude, it's not arrogance, it's about keeping your own value. And I believe Pranab Jyoti Das is all about that quote. Either I walk like the king, or I don't care who the king is. So that would be an introduction for me. And I believe everyone is a brand, and that everyone should follow it and live from the heart about that concept.
So live like a king, or you don't give a fuck about who the king is. To be very raw.
Exactly.
So yeah, talking about the whole brand, the whole concept, the whole concept. I have seen, because for the guys who are watching us right now, and for the guys who don't know, I started my career with this man, and a major part of my life has been influenced by this person sitting right here. So
he's a great guy. He's always been a great person.
He is very humble. So he will not let me admit it. But Anyways, I'm going to say this because whatever I am today, that has been inspired by this man, because I have been following his works, I have been following his footsteps, and here I am sitting here today talking with this man again. So the whole concept of the brand thing, right? You started as an entrepreneur. Now that is that is very new to Northeast, right? So what encouraged you in the first place to become an entrepreneur? Is it like something pre-planned, or is it something that started out very randomly?
So that's a very wonderful question you have asked, and I believe it is one question which people kind of avoid in our northeastern part, where we are tied up to a conventional way of thinking. The conventional way, if I am not wrong, with due respect and regard, I don't want to hurt anyone's sentiments, but we're always programmed for a government job.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yes.
We're always programmed for a comfortable life. We have always been said that do this, do that. अगर 12वीं तक साइंस ले लिया है तो इंजीनियरिंग करना ही नहीं है, तो मेडिकल करना है. Advocate, engineering, medical, CA के बजाय तो और professions है ही नहीं इंडिया में, right? So we have always been programmed to that way, and we have always been, guided towards a path where the maximum crowd flows. When we see that we take references of someone is like हमारे ज़माने के वो advocate थे, हमारे ज़माने के ये doctor है, हमारे खानदान के वो बड़े engineer है, तुम भी उनको जैसे बनना है. But I believe the concept of entrepreneurship has been there with us since like when we were kids. Now I'll give a very small example because I like to observe many things. Now Viplav, do you remember the time when how entrepreneurship is there in everybody? I was giving it a thought today in the morning while taking a shower. Basically, I think a lot when I read it. But because, as you said, this was unfiltered, so I did not prepare any speech yourself. So there was a time when we used to be kids, and when we did not have a tennis ball to play with. What did we do?
We used to wrap up all the paper balls, and then we wrap up the plastic, and we used to play with that.
Exactly. Means you are not following the trend. You are doing something out of the box. Right? And if we term entrepreneurship, what is entrepreneurship? When someone thinks out of the box.
Okay.
Right? So people have that within them. But with time and with the pressure of the society, it gets suppressed. So what happens? We are shifted to the conventional thinking. If we see the Google meaning of an entrepreneur, it means that a person who is starting up a business with minimal investment and trying to run a company out of it. Now, if we consider the ball as your product, you are collecting resources for that product, which is like you can call it jute ropes, you can call it papers, you can call it plastic, polythene paper, and you can just wrap it up. You are making a product, and imagine if you are selling that to someone, you will earn money out of it. Means even a kid is an entrepreneur. So everybody has the entrepreneur aspect within them, and I believe that everyone should be very proud of it. There is nothing to be ashamed of. And what happens generally when we do something unconventional, which the society kind of doesn't accept, we are pulled back.
Definitely,
right? And if I, with due respect in regard, if I say about the Indian crowd today, where 70% are youth, it's a big sleeping giant, if we can use the crowd here. But what happens is that here we have a crab mentality. What's the crab mentality? I'll say a story again.
Definitely.
So there were two ships, like दो जहाज थे. अब नाव भी बोल सकते हो, कोई इशू नहीं है. तो क्या है, एक नाव खाली था, तो दूसरे नाव में 10 ड्रम थे, like canisters. One foreigner, he came up and he saw the boat was empty. He asked the person who was responsible for that, ये खाली क्यों है? तो सर उस पर कुछ नहीं, आप यहाँ पे आते हैं. ठीक है, यहाँ पे चलते. 10 ड्रम थे उसमें. मतलब क्या है इसमें? सर आप देख लो. Sir, you see. He was taking like broken English. Sir, you see, like, so he was seeing it. He saw crabs, right? Now, the one thing he noticed was that all the canisters, 9 out of 10 were open. Okay. Sorry, my bad. 9 out of 10 were closed. And the last was open. Now he saw the canisters opening up the lid, all were crabs. But he got curious. 9 were closed. 1 was open. Why? So he asked the fisherman, the person who was responsible for the boat, "ये क्या है? What is this? All 9 are closed. 1 is open. What's the difference?" He said that, "Sir, ये जो 9 है ना, this 9, they are from other country. But this 10 is India. The crab here, it pulls the other crab. You are not allowed to go. But if you open the lid of the 9 other countries, they will move out because they have the potential. Now these crabs in the 10th canister from India, they are pulled back by their own crabs, their own brothers and sisters. Generally what happens is that in a family, be it a middle class or a small class or even a upper middle class, people still have a conventional mindset.
Definitely.
With due respect, they might be rich, they might be prosperous, but they still want their child to go do a government job
Yeah.
because they want to give them a comfortable life. I don't mind that. But I believe the creativity of the question should not be suppressed or should not be, looked down upon. If today you started the convention of Ink Streets with a very simple concept, I believe. The concept was to share individuals' perspective through words, through writings, through pictures, through drawings. That everyone has been doing it
Yeah.
in different ways. Your way was different. It clicked, so it became a company.
Definitely. Yeah.
Right? Now, the profession which I am into, network marketing, it has been into talk since a long time, but people generally don't know about network marketing. My job is not to explain what is network marketing. My job here is to clear the concept about network marketing.
Yeah.
Today, because if I say Rudra, network marketing, if I go with the facts along because I happen to be an engineer, so I have to be the study. Right? तो मतलब खून में आता है. So when I entered this industry, I had to take a shift. That's very obvious because conventional thinking. I studied Eat Bali Patthar Cement for 4 years. Then I went to Delhi for UPSC, which was a whole different world for me. Again, I came back here and I had to do something. I actually, it was one fine day I remember. I hope I'm not going out of the context. Right?
No.
So, because you asked me what inspired me to enter, right? So one fine day, when I came back from Delhi, I was going with my father on a car ride to his hometown, Borpeta. So I remember the place exactly where he said this thing to me. It was just before Nalbari, when we were about to reach it. Previously what happened, he told me that you can come back to Guwahati, study 2 more years for UPSC if you want to. But at that point of time, मतलब चलता है, our finances went down. Every family has been. So as a father, as a elder son of the family, he told me that in Assamese he told me, Baba, I think you need to see something for yourself. So, okay, fine, I'll do that. But that thing in my mind came up. Oh, now I have to do something for myself. So what happened? What happened is that when I was going with him, he said me that, and after I came back, I had to think about it, what to do now.
Okay.
So since engineer, my father, he set up an interview. I went to an interview in Guwahati. I would not mention the company name, don't worry sir. So what happened, I went there, it was 27th of August. I gave my CV, I gave my details and documents, everything. I was called at 1 p.m. I went there at 1 p.m. I had to wait for 2 hours.
Okay.
3 p.m. it was. I called my father 4 times. I want to leave. I want to go home. He said that please be here for me. Fine. I entered the room. The first question every interviewer asks you, where do you see it in the next 5 years? Same question I was also asked. I don't know from where I got the guts. I don't even know what I was going to do. But somehow from a subconscious mind, the word came up after 5 years. I'll be seeing myself as my own boss, running my own company with my own team. And I believe in one statement from the movie Wanted, कुछ भी करने का जेकान सिकरे का ego हट नहीं, right? Yeah. So I believe Sir Jekan Sikre hurted his ego. I was not even allowed to sit for the interview. Okay. He asked me questions, making me stand with my files in my hand for 10 straight minutes.
Okay.
So at the time I realized, is this the value of a graduate who has 85% marks, who is in the top 10 of his university, who has qualified every subject in excelling marks, who is highly talented? I had this load of certificates with me. Is this how I deserve to be treated? Just because he has lots of money and he has lots of experience regarding things means one simple answer, hurted his ego so he can treat me like that. But with due respect, I answered all his questions straight, unfiltered,
again.
right? For 10 minutes. I came back home, gave the file to my mother. Ma, keep this in the wardrobe. From today, I will not need it. Because this was my first and my last interview. And since then, I put my feet on the accelerator, went on with network marketing, and here today I am.
Great story. You should take inspiration from this man, genuinely speaking, because No, definitely, because I have seen people, they don't care about, how or what an individual has come from and what his or her qualification is. They generally don't care. They will simply ask how much money do you want, what is the company going to get out of you. That's it. If you satisfy their ego and their like answer that they have in their mind, you are in. Otherwise, you are out.
The thing is that they will be hiring you to grow their company, and you will be paid a bare minimum just because you're working for them.
Yeah.
It's not I'm offending anyone, but it's the actual truth.
Yeah.
I believe a 9 to 5 job with due respect cannot fulfill your dreams.
No.
And if you are a big dreamer, you cannot, succumb yourself to that 9 to 5 job. You feel suffocated.
Yeah.
Which I knew from a very short period of time that I cannot work under someone. Yes, I can work for someone. Working for someone doesn't mean I have to be his employee. Working for someone means for a greater cause. If I can work for the society, I am working for the society. If I am working for humanity, I am working for the humanity. I believe Viplav, an entrepreneur should follow his dharma. Now, if I confine the word dharma in a very basic explanation, I read in a book which was by Jay Shetty. I should definitely take his name. Jay Shetty, Think Like a Monk, you will get that part there. He explained a very beautiful way what dharma actually is. Dharma, he said that it's varna plus seva. Varna plus seva. Varna means the karam that we do.
Okay.
Means our passion that turns into expertise, and when we turn those two elements into usefulness to society, that's our dharma. And if every person tries to work and gives effort to work under the dharma concept of his or her own perspective, I believe this world is going to be a better place for everyone.
Definitely.
So that's the thing I keep in my mind. I have always believed in making myself useful. It's not about what car I drive, how much money I earn in a month, what's my annual turnover. It's more of how I am making myself as a person useful to society. It's a law of nature. In nature, if you see, if a tree grows from a sapling to a big tree, at the end of the year, at the end of this lifespan, it's cut down so that it can be made into furniture. The leaves fall down, giving food to the herbivorous animals. So if a tree is playing its role, we as humans, we are nurtured in such comfort. Under the fan, in such a wonderful bed, food is being cooked by the mother and who is in the house. So why not we make ourselves useful? If we change our mindset from thinking about only our stomach to being useful to society, I believe entrepreneurship will take a great leap in this world and also in India and also in North Asia.
Definitely. So, like, because you have said, you keep yourself motivated, you have a like set of lifestyle that you follow, right?
Exactly.
Now, apart from that, like, two questions. So first, like, what or who, like in the first place, do you follow? मुझे ऐसा बनना है. I want to become like him. He is my role model. He is my inspiration. And the second question is, what is your like lifestyle? Because I really want to know, and I am sure everyone watching us wants to know, what is your lifestyle of maintaining that healthy entrepreneurship thing that you have?
See, I will answer both these two questions in one simple word, that's a mindset. Now, how a mindset is important. People today we are sitting in our drawing room, it's a living room. Now, this living room was created long after the idea of it came in my father's mind, because he is the one who designed it according to his will. So, it's the blueprint that he had regarding his drawing room. That I'll be making a drawing room like this, where I'll be having this kind of sofas, that kind of a ceiling, this kind of a furniture, this kind of a lighting. Means it was already there in his mind. The question you asked me, whom I used to follow, I would say I used to follow my mindset. Now, if you notice, every human has certain kind of visuals. In fact, you would have had, right? And those visuals are taking you to places where meant to be. I believe that. I totally believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I believe our subconscious mind is the most powerful tool we can use.
Yes, definitely.
Now, from the very start, I have always believed and understood that I had to do something with it. Because I belong from a family where there is no person whom I can refer to. I belong to his family. I have that person as my grandfather. But I did not feel sad about that. Rather, I made it a point. If no one was there in my family, I will be that one.
I will be the one, yeah.
Now, how that can be done? Now, I always imagined that I had to do that something was bigger and greater as a concept or as a perspective. If you ask me what was my visual, I would say whenever I close my eyes, I see myself standing in a stadium where there are thousands and lakhs of people, all are cheering just because I'm on the stage. The limelight is on me. I'm having a neck mic. I can just see my visuals, so I'm closing my eyes. I'm wearing a very nice suit and I'm talking such things that those words are inspiring those people. I don't know what I'm talking, but I'm talking something, right? I've always seen myself as that. Maybe that was the reason why I could not fit into normal places, where I could not fit into places where I had to speak, which I was allowed to speak.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you are working in such kind of like environment,
cubicles,
then ultimately you're sacrificing your day because you are working to fulfill someone else's dream.
Exactly. Means my creativity is blocked.
Yeah, it is blocked.
So that was my vision. Now when I had my vision, still today I have it. That's why I closed my eyes when I was saying it to you. I automatically found people who were in that profession. Now one person who I really respect and want to be like him is Sir Tony Robbins.
Okay.
Everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
But Tony Robbins, he had a very humble background. He had been through many professions to be in a place where he is today. In fact, if I'm not wrong, he used to be a door-to-door salesman.
Okay.
Where he used to sell DVD cassettes in New York, America. So from that background to today, where he is the world's greatest motivational speaker, that's a huge journey. And that's obviously not something which happened overnight. It took a lot of effort, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of nights where he could not sleep, a lot of moments where he cried like shit, right? Why? Because he was chiseling himself.
Yeah.
The pain comes when you chisel yourself, not the other person. When you give yourself discomfort to make you better, means you are leveling yourself up. That is when the pain comes. And I respect Tony Robbins for that. And one fine day I want to see myself in that place.
Right.
I want to take that legacy ahead. Maybe that's the visualization I have. And if I refer to my profession of network marketing, I follow, very honestly, I would say two people. One, Mr. Siddharth Singh sir, who happens to be a great networker. He is in network marketing since the last 22 years, if I'm not wrong. And he is currently one of the highest earners in the world through network marketing. In India, he is the number one. In Asia, he is the highest earner. I will not say his revenue, you can go in the Google and see that. And I like his approach regarding network marketing. Basically, in our profession, network marketing, what people think, it's more about motivation, it's more about monkey jumping. Right? All that, Means I don't get it. Why are you associating a car with network marketing? That can be anyway brought up. That can be anyway, purchased or something. Siddharth sir changed my perspective of network marketing, where he completely focuses on mindset. He says one thing: if you are poor here, you cannot be rich outside.
Definitely.
Right? Now that one simple word gives me goosebumps even today. Now if a person thinks that he wants to be rich, he has to be rich from here. If he thinks he is rich, he will act like he is rich. If he acts like he is rich, he will work like he is rich.
Yeah.
If he works like he is rich, he will automatically be rich.
Yeah.
So that's the simple policy I follow, which I will sum up into 5 letters. TPFAR. TPFAR. T for thoughts, P for programming, F for feelings, A for action, R for result.
Okay. So they have all the related.
Exactly, it's related. Now, if I sum up with this, what is a thought? For example, today you come to my place for an interview. We are sitting together. Now, from the morning, I'm having bad thoughts. Okay. So automatically my energy will be
low. Yeah.
Very low. Now, if I'm having bad thoughts, the programming in the mind will be like, I think this will be very, so and stuff. It will not be that crispy and everything. And according to that, I'm feeling very low because I cannot talk much. Let's keep it very short, let's keep it very, let's like ask 2-3 questions and then we'll sum it up. According to your act, you're asking me questions, I'll be like, yeah, I used to be this and that. Oh, okay, fine. So the result will be what? Bullshit. Right.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, on the other hand, if I keep my thoughts positive, today is going to be a great day.
Yeah.
Right? Today, as I said you that day, I think Devi Krishna, right? In the
Yeah.
message, that is going to be exciting. So that was the thought I was having in my mind. I am swearing on you, I did not prepare anything for today. But I knew that I will be doing great because
Yeah.
whatever thing has to do with the heart. Thoughts was that accordingly I programmed myself. What was the programming? Programming was how we will talk.
Yeah.
Right? How we will talk, how we will start the conversation.
Yeah.
I think the adjustment that we made was
Yeah.
super, that also is the programming, right?
Yeah.
Lighting and stuff. Accordingly, I feel like that. I feel energized. As soon as I sat, tomorrow it's been 25 minutes. The energy
Yeah.
from now till then is the same. You will say for the next 1 hour, you have to be there, right? So, action. We're acting as such, we're laughing, we're enjoying the moment, and the result is going to be a great session.
Definitely.
We're going to get lots of likes and lots of views, right?
Thank you so much.
So, what is it basically? It's all about the mindset. And the other person is Sonu Sharma.
Yeah.
Sonu Sharma happens to be a great motivational speaker. These three people I really admire, and I will say one thing which I do genuinely, I don't blindly follow it. We are humans. Even I would ask anyone not to follow me blindly. I am a human. I have tendencies to make mistakes. And I will make mistakes. ऐसा में इसमें एक कहावत है, मानो मात्र में भूल। जहाँ पे इंसान है वहीं पे गलती है। होना भी चाहिए, अगर गलती नहीं करते तो सीखोगे कहाँ से?
Yeah.
So if you follow me blindly, I'm not responsible for something which I do and you do not do. Right? But I believe if I'm doing something good, if I'm being efficient enough to convey something properly, you should take that. And I do that with the people whom I follow. And also I'd like to thank my upline in our profession, which we say. He's Dr. Sanjay Talundar. He's the person who brought me here. I always be thankful to him that he gave me this industry. And he's the one person whose hand I hold till today. And I'll always hold his hand. Because he is the one who guided me in the initial steps and is still guiding me.
Yeah.
He is my upline, he is my constant support, and these three people whom I referred to, Tony Robbins, Siddharth Sir and Sonu Sharma, I somehow consider them as my mentor and coach. And I believe one thing, that an upline or a guide is different, a mentor is different, and a coach is different. No person can be the three for you. Everyone has to be different. Supposing I might be your guide, I can take you along holding your hand. That doesn't mean I am your coach. You might follow someone else's principle to execute what you are doing today. Similarly, we all tend to follow something which is very eye-catching, eye candy. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos and somebody. But everyone has their own way perspective of taking someone's principle. I somehow follow Satoshi. Because why? And Siddharth Singh and Sonu Sharma. Why? Because these three people, they're basically working on cleaning the soul of the person. गंदगी अगर घर के अंदर हुआ, बाहर कितना ही मतलब लैमिनेटेड वाला एशियन पेंट्स लगा लो, गंदगी बाहर जाने वाले हैं नहीं। बिकॉज रहना घर के अंदर है, दीवार पे आप चिपकने की तरह चिपकने वाले तो है नहीं, राइट? सो वी हैव टू क्लीन द माइंड एंड द बॉडी फर्स्ट फ्रॉम इनसाइड, ओनली देन आई बिलीव यू कैन मूव अहेड विद लाइफ. सो माय आइडल्स, एज आई सम अप, सिद्धार्थ सर, सोनू शर्मा सर एंड टोनी रॉबिन्स सर एंड आल्सो संजय तालुकदार.
So, talking about Talukdar sir, because I also happen to know him. He is a great guy. He is a great mentor,
Exactly.
and he has also nested with this business for like
A long time.
a long time.
Long time.
So I have heard people saying he has struggled a lot, and the position he is today is like
It's commendable.
commendable. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. I forgot what I have to ask next.
You're keeping it to one minute. Yeah, no shame.
So the next question is like, as you have like you said previously, the people here have a very stiff mindset, that mindset, and that example, that Kriyakbala example, is really awesome because people do that. बेलेगोर वादू साबो नोआरे लोगों का
They're like, moi aate hai, so you also have to be here. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
So what initial problems did you face when you started your entrepreneurial journey?
Okay, that's a big question. Lots of instances are there. But as I said, see, I'll tell you before one thing. Now, if I talk about our business network marketing, also entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is something where you have an unlimited scope of earning. Right? Because you can see the potential through the concept with which you are dealing. If I talk about our concept of network marketing, it's a huge concept. Today, network marketing is in 100 countries. There are approximately, if I'm not wrong, it's purely facts, it's 11 crore people are doing network marketing as a profession today. In India, almost 10 colleges are like incorporating network marketing into academic studies. Also, recently there was a video where it was done by Shulini University where they have included network marketing as a post-graduation diploma course. Where today people are paying 1.5 lakh rupees a year to study network marketing, which we have been doing the last 3 years free of cost. Now, when you go and talk about such things to a person who is into a profession, he is earning good, Biplav, you are making that person uncomfortable. Right? क्योंकि आप उसको उंगली कर रहे हो। मतलब मान लो कि वो एक he is a 35-year-old or a 40-year-old guy or a young guy, young guy. So he's sitting there and you talk in front of him with a arithmetic team. You say that, sir, this is the concept where people are earning crores and lakhs and stuff. Why don't you come in and say, तू मेरे से 15-20 साल छोटा है, जब मैं साइकिल पे चढ़ता था तू तब तक मतलब घर पे दूध पी रहा था, तू आज मेरे को बिजनेस सिखाएगा. So that is one thing that pins them. And dude, if you are making her uncomfortable, he will try his best to make you uncomfortable as well. With the negative statements. It will be like, there are certain dialogues which are very common. I'll say you. देखते देखते बाल पक गए, right? मतलब स्कूटर से गाड़ी तक आ गए, देखते देखते तू मेरे को बिजनेस सिखाएगा. These are certain conventions that I have heard and I still do. See, even though I have, like with God's grace, is very less, but even though I have achieved a lot here, but still people have that question mark. They are like, "Tumi kori loa, ami sailo."
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Then they are like, "Theek ase, habisam." Now, what's the problem here in India? I'm very sorry if I'm sounding very, anti-nationalist, but I don't mean to. But it's something very true, and I believe I should say that because as a individual, as per the constitution, also we have a freedom to speech. So far, there is no tax on that. Right? So, what happens is that what we do here, if we are having a business concept, we tend to go to the person who has zero knowledge about it.
Exactly.
Business idea दिमाग में आया, चाचा के पास चलो, फूफा के पास चलो, मौसा, मौसी, मामा, मामी, दादाजी, पापाजी, फूफाजी, घर के पड़ोस वाली आंटी, right? So we ask them who don't even know.
Yeah.
So the response is very obvious. They will like, अच्छा खासा तो इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ाई कर रहे थे, अच्छा खासा तो सीए कर रहे थे, अच्छा खासा डॉक्टरी कर रहे थे, कहाँ घुसे? ये सब छोड़ दो बेटा, ये हमारे समाज के लिए नहीं है. So that नहीं है, सुन सकता हूँ. Now here, if I talk about my instances, there are many hardships, many struggles, but I will say you one thing by very simple example, as I love giving examples. Because I really like. So I'll keep a very crispy note on that. A doctor, we all know a doctor, with due respect, they are the frontline workers here, and they are the ones who have been saving us in this time of crisis. Now, a doctor, when you understand a doctor's life, a person who goes into medical profession, he gives 5 years of his life to study MBBS. If I'm not wrong. 2 years after that, post-graduation. Then 2 years he practices somewhere in the rural area, worship. Then 1 year in someone's clinic as an assistant. Then he opens up his own forum. In those 10 years of lifetime, a doctor, a person with a medical background, he studies only one thing. That's the human body. Alright? How much area do we cover? It's, if I take the maximum and the most like obvious criteria, 3 feet by 6 feet. Like 18 square feet in total. Now, 18 स्क्वायर फीट की शरीर में है क्या? हड्डियाँ, ऑर्गन्स हुई तो है. 10 साल एक व्यक्ति यही बॉडी पलता है, फिर भी आप एक किडनी डॉक्टर के पास अपने लीवर का प्रॉब्लम लेके चले जाओ, वो आपको ठीक नहीं है. What will he say? Sir, I am extremely sorry. I am a nephrologist. I cannot treat your problem. So yes, I can refer someone to you. You can treat your problem. He respects his profession. He knows his limitations. He knows where he has to touch, where he has to not. And he doesn't comment where he doesn't have to. We can learn a lot from this small example. Now, when we go to a person who doesn't have an experience regarding our idea or concept regarding entrepreneurship, we go and talk to him, and he's like, "Hey, ये सब बहुत देखा है, ये क्या है, वो क्या है." We listen to that. We are wrong here. If you do not treat a simple organ from a person who has understood the body for 10 years just because he is not specialist in it, why are we listening to someone who doesn't even know what entrepreneurship is and we are giving his words value?
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
In the further time, I advise this to myself every day and to even all the budding entrepreneurs out there. Never give a fuck to what people say. I'm sorry for the word. Never give a fuck to what people say, because people don't deserve to know where you should be in their life.
Definitely.
You deserve to know, you deserve to be there where you want to be. It's your dream, not your parents' dream as well. Sometimes your parents might also not support you. It's not that you're disrespecting them. It's not that. But it's your responsibility to act, to execute, to implement what you know and make it a point that what you stood for was successful, was worth to be stood for. So I have had a lot of hardships, lot of struggles. Even my parents at the initial time didn't acknowledge my work. But one fine day when I talked to my father and mother regarding the thing, I remember my father, he said me one thing which I still have in my heart. He said that if you are learning something from it, do it. That was he said. I believe every father would love their daughter or son to be good in their life. So he said me that. And my mother, she said that every mother loves her child in a different way. So she said that in Assam, she said me that Aziloke Jote Goisa, Jiye Kolisa, you have been the best. You be the best here also. So I took that as a blessing. They did not understand what I do. Still I don't think they do. But they bless me in that way.
Yeah.
So I believe even if your parents stop you, or they're concerned about you, or they are very much worried about you, it's their care and concern for you.
Yes, exactly.
It's not that they are pulling you back. See, winning begins at home.
Exactly.
You have to first win the hearts of your parents with that confidence in your words. And that confidence, if you keep up till eternity, no one can stop you. All your dreams will be turned into reality. That's what I believe. So struggles will be there, struggles should be there. Failures should be there, because failures are the ones that make you a better person every day. And if you're expecting a life without failures, please don't come into entrepreneurship. Do something which every layman does. I'm sorry for the word again. But you should expect failures in life. Go ahead, do mistakes. If you do mistakes, you will learn. If you learn, you will do it again. If you do it again, you will do mistakes again. Then you will be able to teach.
Exactly.
Today in a way I'm teaching, because I have done lots of mistakes. I am very upfront about it. I have done loads of mistakes and I should do it every day.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do it, I'll become comfortable. And when you teach, you are on your way to perfection. Because perfection and success, I believe, they are a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
You need to constantly keep on working on this. So, yes, that is how I have dealt with my hardships and bad times. But I believe those times are the ones which made me a better person.
Yeah, definitely. Because that journey is everything.
Commendable, that will always be close to my heart.
Yes, definitely. So, the whole journey that you had, right? So taking up from that journey, your personal life and your professional life. So actually, we have seen that it is always better to keep your personal life and professional life
Exactly,
different.
exactly.
Otherwise, it will create havoc. But then, anything from your personal life that has inspired you professionally or impacted your professional life?
See, I would like to take the name of my parents here. My mother, she is a housewife and homemaker. And the work that she does, even I cannot do. Nor my father can do. Not any person or any man can do that.
Yeah.
Right? A homemaker. It's the most toughest job to be a homemaker.
Yes,
But
exactly.
unfortunately, it's not paid. Right? She inspires me in one thing, that whatever she does till today, even though she also feels like taking some rest sometime, or taking a nap or taking a break or vacation, but still she cares for us. I'm 25 now, 26 almost. My father is 63, my brother is 22. All this time she has raised up 2 kids. Till today, she is doing the same thing again and again and again with the same amount of love, affection, concern, care, with a smile on her face. That inspires me. That if she can do something which she is not paid for, with so much of dedication, love and affection, why cannot we do the same? We should also follow the same thing that a mother, does that for the family. And I believe if you have a mother in your home, you need no other inspiration.
Definitely.
because she is one person who takes care of us. Even though when she is sad, she will greet us with a smile, selflessly. Even though she is upset, she will pamper us selflessly. But we somehow we tend to be rude, or somehow we tend to say something which we should not. But I believe that that realization is important. And when I realized that lately, because there was a point in life everyone goes through, that is a rebellious point, where we tend to counter every statement that they say. But I have made it a point after that since then till now I keep my voice very low and very respectful towards her, and I try my best to give her the amount of love and affection. Because see, my mother and my father, they have started from scratch. If I talk about my father, I hope I'm not being very
No, it's fine.
My father, he started his career by selling pen refills. He is a supplier in Northeast Mountain. So he also inspires me in one more way. My father is into the business in the last 25 years. Before I was born, he was in the business, so it's more than 25 years. Till today, he has the same level of entertainment. He says that, I don't need money from you. He says me that, I don't need money from you, not from my younger son. I can do my own thing, and I will be doing my own thing till I am alive. So, if my father, who is 63 today, has that level of dedication and focus, I'm 25 too. I can move mountains if I want. And every one of us can move mountains if we want. My family has been my biggest inspiration. And I'm a person who I like to observe things a lot. Be it from nature, be it from relationship, be it from bond. So I consider them as my strength. And also my close people who are in my life, like my uncle, my very special partner, and everything. They have always been there for me. They have always cheered up for me. They have been there in my bad times, understood me. And I believe that the most important thing that you should have in your mind regarding everything is that self-confidence. That yes, I can do it. It might take time, because see, at some point of time, today also you're earning good, I'm also earning good, some other person is earning good. But there is someone who is earning more than us.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone will always be there. But if we compare ourselves to them, we won't know.
Yeah.
We need to be focused on our own stuff. And that focus and dedication comes to me from my parents. So I really respect them and love them, and I wish to give them all the happiness in the world. Every child does. And I wish you all the best, that you do whatever you're doing. They won't ask anything from you. Give me this, give me that. They would just want to see a smile on you. And that smile might cause you a lot of tears, but you should be able to go through that. So that is a lesson I would like.
Because they are like our parents after all, they always want the best for us.
Exactly.
So it's not that, because it's very common nowadays in the household, we go into a rebellious phase,
Yeah.
you don't understand
The teenage phase.
oh my god, those days. So, but ultimately they always want the best for us.
Exactly.
So we should try to reciprocate at least some amount.
And to be very honest, whatever we do, no matter how successful we become, we can never repeat the thing that they have done for us.
Definitely.
You cannot think of that, and you should not think of that as well. The only thing that you can do to them is give them selfless love.
Yeah, exactly.
What I do, like when my mom is cooking in the kitchen, I'll go back, I will hug her from behind, kiss her on the cheeks. These things generally people feel, I don't know why they feel shy to do it.
Yeah.
But I feel I love to do it. Because she deserves that love, from her son, from her daughter. Do such small things to them. If it's Father's Day, if you know how to make a cake, not like me, I don't know how to make a cake. You can make a cake for him.
Yeah.
If it's Mother's Day, you cook food for her. Make her sit, small gesture. She won't even ask you that cook food for me, this, that. But I believe, as you asked me regarding your professional and personal life, both should be different. There should not be a coinciding point.
Yeah.
Because what happens generally when people are stressed regarding work, they try to put it out
On the family.
when there's stress in the family.
On the work. Yeah.
I believe in one thing: when I enter home, as soon as I enter the door, my work I keep it outside. When I go out from the home for work, I keep my personal things.
Exactly.
That takes a lot of time though, but I believe that's very important.
That's important.
Because when emotion comes up regarding work, there are certain point of time that might pull you back down. In business, in work, you have to be very professional, and that will increase your value. I hope I'm not going to.
No, it's fine. It's fine because
Unfiltered, right?
it is unfiltered anyway. So yeah, and this was about your like personal life and professional life, right? Now, because as I've already told you, I want to know how you lead your, day-to-day life, the entire lifestyle.
I hope I'm fit, right?
You are fit, man. Look at me, I am becoming plumpy and plumpy.
No,
day by
you
day.
can take suggestions to
So what I, because as a budding entrepreneur, and you have been in this business, because I always say to you on mentor, guided me a lot. So, and also to our viewers who are watching us, we would really like to know about your lifestyle, about the mindset that you were talking about. You get up in the morning, because I know some amount, because you get up in the morning, you do affirmations and all, you do meditation to calm yourself down, clear out your mind, and begin your day. So a little bit about your lifestyle.
Okay, so it's very simple and very common, I believe. We have always heard and known about it since we were kids that early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, healthy and wise. Yeah. I was one person who used to wake up at 9:30 or 9 as such. Still today, I sometimes struggle out of it because what happens, because of work, like somehow I used to sleep late and wake up late, but I will not take it as an excuse. I worked on that, to be very honest, and right now my cycle has become as such. After 6 hours, my eyes pop up.
And you automatically. Okay.
Means initially it was very tough for me. I used to set up alarm, 2-3 alarms and stuff, but still I could not get up. But see, Mahatma Gandhi, sir, he says that if you want to see a change in the world, you change yourself. We have always been complaining that he is not doing that, he is not doing that, they are doing this, they are doing that. Now I ask the question, what are we doing on ourselves? If you want to be an entrepreneur, I would suggest you one thing, your mind should always be very calm. Your target should be very sweet. Right? There should be fire in your heart. And your feet should not be ice cold, they should be moving. If you are sitting in one single place, you cannot be an entrepreneur. You have to move, you have to explore.
Yeah.
Because these 4 walls, it will give you an idea of the 4 walls only, not the outer wall. Yes, it's very true. Through technology, we can reach to different places, but you can virtually go there. Virtual experience is different, practical and personal experience is wholly different.
Yes.
You need to move, you need to go. Now, every entrepreneurship forum, I believe, it demands movement.
Yes.
It demands being dynamic.
Yeah.
And the thing that you asked me regarding my daily routine is very simple. I wake up. Whenever I wake up, I try not to touch my phone. The one simple exercise I have
We do that a lot.
Exactly. What happens is that we open up, pistol में रहते हैं, phone निकाल के who is doing what, where, we do that. Now automatically the first thing that you are doing is comparing your lifestyle with someone else.
Yeah.
There is a saying in even psychology, before we sleep and after the time we wake up, our mind is like the mind of a newborn baby.
Yeah.
Now when a newborn baby is born, whatever we say, the baby adopts. Takes it and he speaks the same.
Yeah.
If we say ma, 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 he will say ma, because there's a word he's hearing. Similarly, the things that you feel in your mind just before sleeping and just after waking up will run your entire day like that.
Exactly.
So you should be very selective of the words that you are hearing in the very first day. Some people have a way of listening to good music. Some people have a habit of singing, like singers they riyaz in the morning.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's the thing they want to have in their throat for the whole
Yeah.
day. Dancers they want to practice because they want to have that groovy style and remain very flexible and stuff. What I do is that if I'm dealing in our business network marketing, I have to deal with lots of people and my life goes on phone calls. You might have noticed.
Yeah. I know.
Lots of phone calls. Like there are days where I make 70, 80 phone calls a day. So I just sit in the sofa. This is the room where I sit. I take my writing pad. I make phone calls and I write down feedback. So I have to keep my mind very conscious. So what I do, I calm my mind. I give positive affirmations.
Yeah.
I say certain things which I like to hear. Like one of the best things I can say is I am the best.
Yeah.
Right? I am a commando. God is always with me. I am healthy. I am strong. I am grateful. Means I am thanking the universe for what it has given me. And most importantly, it's a small exercise which Sanjeev sir taught me. Before waking up, before getting down from my bed, what I do, I fold my hands, I come down in this position, and I thank God for keeping me alive. It might sound very but goose balls, it works about. So I thank the universe for giving me this day, this opportunity. I thank for having such a healthy family and such lovely people around me. I thank for so much of love that I receive from everyone. And after doing that, before I get down, I touch my feet with my hands. I thank my feet that because these are the two things that are keeping me alive today.
Yeah.
I drive a lot, you know that.
Yeah.
Almost 100 kilometers a day is my daily schedule. So I thank them that it keeps me safe. It brings me back home every day. And before touching my feet to the ground, I thank Mother Earth to accept my weight. These are very basic things, but it's very important, I think. When you are grateful for what you have, you receive more of what you want. So I start my day with gratitude. And when I wake up, I have my cup of tea listening to affirmations and meditation and stuff. And I believe meditation can be done anywhere. It's not that you have to sit then listen to meditative stuff. You can go drive a car and listen to something which is going on your mind. And whenever I go in journeys, you have been with me, so you have known that I listen to positive affirmations. I listen to some good music, some positive things. It's not that I am trying to be positive, but it's I am giving an effort to make my mind productive. Because our mind is like a cassette. It repeats negative stuff more and more. On an average, as per human psychology, we have 60,000 thoughts a day. 60,000 thoughts a day. Out of the 60,000 thoughts, 90% are negative and repetitive. So, in order to bring the best out of yourself, you need to calm your mind first, and that is how I do it. I exercise whenever I can. I don't get time to do it every day, but I still make up a point that, for example, in a week I go for a long cardio run. I go for 10-kilometer run, running and walking both. I believe that's why it helped me a bit. Then I do some free hand exercises in my home. I try to make it a point that I keep myself physically fit because it's very important. It's not about body shaming something or someone, but you should do that. You should be confident in what you are and how you walk. It's like walk the talk and stuff. You should be confident. Like it's not about you're having this much weight or you're fat, but whatever body shape you are in, you should be confident. You should not look uncomfortable wearing something. You should be like, okay, I'm fat, I'm healthy. What's the big thing in that? I don't care the shit. I'm just comfortable with that. But you should be fit. Your organs should be fit inside. And a regular dosage of proper nutrition. I consume health supplements a lot. I suggest health supplements to everyone because it's the need of the hour at the moment. And these are certain things which are not medicines. These are certain things we should consume as the food that we are having today is very much adulterated, more of mixture of sodium and stuff and everything. It's not good for the health. And with rising population, the demand is more, the supply is less. So nutrition should be included in our diet. That will keep you healthy and make sure you're not falling for diseases.
Definitely. Well, adding to that, because I will just add his Instagram handle and his social media link, so you can go check them out. He is a nutrition specialist, so if you need any kind of nutrition, थोड़ा बहुत नहीं है. I told you he is very humble. He will not let me accept or tell me anything about that stuff. But you can go there and you can really reach out to him for guidance because I do that a lot. I am taking health supplements and that has helped me. So मैं खुद के लिए बोल सकता हूँ because look at me, getting plumpy day by day. But yeah, that's so coming. Next, because we have been talking for, oh god, it's almost 1 hour.
Time flies, huh?
Time flies because
the
conversation, So, because the next question is a bit tricky because I too want an answer to that. I have seen people talking shit about, खुद business कर रहा है डूब जाएगा. अच्छा इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा था, नौकरी कर लेता. गवर्नमेंट जॉब अभी तो बिकॉज स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ओपनिंग लैक्स एंड लैक्स ऑफ जॉब तो अप्लाई कर सो गई पे ये चलता रहेगा साइड पे. आई वांट टू डू दिस 100% with my whole heart.
Exactly.
How can I be in two places?
Exactly. At the same time.
Yeah, at the same time with the mind and all.
Exactly.
So entrepreneurship again is a very new concept. It's a very new concept. People are against it and they don't understand. So, but then these problems are arising because of the pandemic also. Lots and lots of companies have shut down. Companies are cutting down employees. Do you think that entrepreneurship is the solution to like majority of the problems that are faced right now?
Yes.
And what about the youth?
Great. Thank you for the question. I would love to answer this in a very with some facts and my own perspective regarding it. See, as I said previously, India is a country with a youth population of approximately 70%. So it's roughly around 100 crores. Now you said a very correct statement about jobs, right? Recently you said about Assam, the state government jobs. Now Biplab, if we are not wrong, the population of Assam is 4 crores.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we consider saying 70% is 3 crores of youth, or if not 3 crores, 2 crores, or if not 2 crores, 1 crore. 1 crore youths are in Assam. Biplab, how many jobs are being offered? 1 lakh. What's the probability? Now, look at the competition here.
Yeah.
1 lakh seats, 1 crore applicants. Fine, leave 1 crore. Let me take the least probability 10 lakhs. What will the 9 lakh students do?
Exactly. There is no answer to that.
Exactly. Don't let, like, they also deserve something better in life.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now that I believe we should work from the ground level, and the ground level starts from the education that is given in the school. With due respect, the problem lies in the formal education system. We have been taught till today to achieve marks, to be the topper. But have we been taught regarding communication skills? Have we been taught regarding personality? Have we been taught regarding mindset development? Moral science was a subject in class 6. We learned that, we parroted that just to puke it out in the exam. But the words, we are understanding the value today. Honesty, it was just a spelling for us.
Spelling for us, yeah.
But today we understand the meaning of that word, honesty. Similarly, if we can bring a change in the education system of the country, where we are focusing more on the communication skills, on the mindset, I believe the youth can do miracles in India. Why doesn't Indian youth decides to go to a foreign country to serve there? Because they serve better. He's treated better.
Yeah.
With due respect, there are countries in the Asian parts also where there are certain packages fixed for a graduate.
Yeah.
If you are a graduate, you will be getting 50,000 rupees a month. Is that in India? No. We are engineers, right?
Yeah.
Brother, with due respect, today an engineering student who is working in a private firm, what's his salary?
20,000
maximum. A driver today in India, if he drives your car, will ask you for 15,000 a month.
Exactly.
ना उसने 4 साल 8 लाख रुपए खर्चा किया, उसको 5,000 रुपए कम मिलता है लेकिन 15,000 तो मिलता है बॉस. Is that our value? A BCom graduate who studies his ass off for 3 years, then he does MCom, then goes to the CA examination, doesn't even know he will crack it or not. What's his life after that? Is he meant to sit in his father's shop only? Doesn't he has his own way of living?
Exactly.
Where are we lacking behind? We need to come out of that shell. It's us, it's not our parents, not the school, not the college. Dude, you have books, you have many videos today, social media plays such a big role.
Yeah.
We have YouTube, we have LinkedIn, we have all the other forums where you can learn, explore the world. I was talking about the virtual thing.
Yeah.
You can explore that, you can see for things. You can, stock market, that's a big market. You can understand that. What is that? It's purely maths, it's purely psychology.
Yeah.
Who have interest in that, go for it. Import, export,
Yeah.
manufacturing. You can start on a small scale. Who has set up the mindset, I don't know, everything you have to do is big. No one else has, it is us. I'll tell you one secret today. Every big businessman today does business with a small thing. What does Sir Ambani does business with? Small SIM card.
Exactly.
It's just a huge SIM card? No, it's a small one. But it's a big business.
It's a big business.
And every business and every concept should have a network. If you go and do an MBA course today, I believe most of the classes will only focus you on creating your network.
Yes.
Connections.
Connections.
Exchange of business.
Yeah.
And entrepreneurship should be that exchange of business. Today we are exchanging business.
Yeah.
Today I am getting a platform where I am sharing my opinion. This will reach to thousands and lakhs of people, someday crores of people. They will be inspired by my words, and one fine day I will be recognized by some person who I don't even know. You will be earning revenue out of it.
Yeah.
I am giving my time, you are giving your time to me, you are exchanging business. I am getting a name out of you, you are getting a money out of it.
Yeah.
Right? So in this process, if we are like, मौजूदी इंटरव्यू दियो तार पैसा है को फीस मौजूदा इंटरव्यू तार नाम दूसरा वो इधर मतलब गंदगी यहाँ पे है.
Exactly.
गंदगी यहाँ पे है. See, there are certain things we should learn from certain communities. I will talk about with respect to the community of Marwari people.
Yeah.
How do they do business? If a Marwari is doing a business, he will give business to a Marwari only.
Yeah. I've seen this. I've seen this with other sections of people.
They're not there, especially Assamese. I'll be very upfront with you. But what happens is that, supposing today I'm opening a restaurant, I have to have different amenities for my restaurant. Utensils, everything will be there. Now, if I have to get a spoon set, I will have to have at least 1,000 or 2,000 pieces.
Yeah.
There are people from Assamese background who are dealing the spoons, but me being an Assamese, if I go to a Marwari, I'm not raising communal violence here, but I'm talking about practical things you need to follow.
Yeah.
If there is a source where you can get the products from the Assamese culture people, why you are selecting a different community? If the Marwari people have that unity among them, why don't we have it? Why do we Assamese people feel that if I do something for him, he will be rising, I will be the same?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I believe if this is still there, I'm sorry if I'm offending someone, but it's very true. If it is still there, it is us who need to stop it. And that is, I believe, how an entrepreneurship change or a revolution will be coming up. Entrepreneurship doesn't only mean you are feeding your own stomach, it means you are creating sources of employment for other people. And at this point of pandemic, it is creating a big boom. Lots of companies have shut down, but lakhs of companies have started up.
Yeah.
People have shifted more to conventional things. From conventional to digitalized thinking. The platform has went digitalized. See, three businesses will always be there: IT, grocery, medicines. Three businesses will always be there, and we have realized that during COVID, right? Now, I believe that if we try to work on certain aspects where we can indulge ourselves in the multiple forums of business, we can make a great output for the economy. GDP ক্ষেত্রে যদি আমি কথা বলি, how does the GDP work? It works on business. It doesn't work on a job.
Yeah.
You respect, it works on the business. 90% people who are into business, they are contributing to the GDP. So why do we feel shamed of saying ourselves a businessman? Why do we feel pride while saying I am an engineer or doctor? You should be proud of what you are doing.
Exactly.
Today if I talk about Shah Rukh Khan, he's an actor. He's a great actor but a wonderful businessman. एक कहावत हमेशा याद रखना दोस्त, आप जो भी हो, दोस्त हो दोस्ती नहीं हो कुछ भी, हाथी के दांत दिखाने के अलग होते, चबाने के अलग होते.
Yes.
You take it whichever way you want. But I am saying in a very obvious way, हाथी के दांत चबाने के अलग, खाने के अलग. तो आपका चबाने वाला कौन सा आप डिसाइड कर लो, खाने वाला कौन सा आप डिसाइड कर लो. लेकिन बॉस, जिस दिन आप जिंदगी में सक्सेसफुल बनोगे, जो लोग आज आप पे हंस रहे हैं, वही लोग ताली बजाएंगे, चाहते हुए ना चाहते हुए भी. तो उनके लिए काम मत करो, काम उनके लिए करो जो आपको जिंदगी में बड़ा होना देखना चाहते हैं. If you want to be an entrepreneur, first get out of that mindset and be cooperative with the other entrepreneurs as well. Only then you can bring a change in the society. So, I hope it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Because, no, actually what happens is, people, that thing that you just said, people are ashamed of calling themselves businessmen. People are like, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer.
Exactly.
But if you think about the social hierarchy in a much deeper way, you will find these so-called engineers, these so-called doctors are run by some businessmen. These businessmen,
with due respect.
Yeah, with due respect, because it is the truth.
Your service is highly appreciable, sir, ma'am. And because of your service today, many people are alive and many people are living their life.
Yeah.
But I believe it's your responsibility as a sincere engineer and doctor and any other profession. We are not referring to doctors and engineers. Other profession as well. If someone is trying to do a business, it's our responsibility to appreciate them.
Definitely.
And see, a business is something which requires a lot of guts.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of guts. It requires a lot of painful nights, sleepless nights, lot of depressive moments as well. So when a person is doing something new, I believe you should appreciate that, and it's a responsibility to appreciate that. Now, I believe in one simple concept. I just sum up to this particular thing regarding entrepreneurship what Biplab said, and all people have asked about it. एक कहावत है हिंदी में, अगर आपको नाई बनना है ना, तो ऐसा नाई बनो कि आपके इलाके में आपसे बेहतर कोई है ही नहीं. If you want to be a barber, be as such in your locality there is no one better than you. It doesn't matter what you do. It actually doesn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
but it matters how you do it
Exactly.
and what you make out of it. Because, my dear friends, when you're in the journey of an entrepreneur, and I believe and I know that you should come to this journey, you will face a lot of struggles and you should face it. I'll talk about Hima Das here.
Yeah.
Today, if we see Hima Das, she is called Pranab Jyoti, the daughter of Assam. Before Hima Das won the gold medal in the 400 meter race and everything, was she known? Did we know who was Hima Das? When she went to the airport for the games, hardly 10 people went. When she came with the gold medal, 10,000 people went. Your efforts will never be appreciated, your results will be.
Exactly. People need to understand that.
You
People
need to understand
success.
that. मैम सर आप जो भी हो, रिजल्ट्स ऑटोमेटिकली आएंगे, एफर्ट्स एंड प्रोसेस पे ध्यान दीजिए एंड कभी एक्सपेक्ट मत करो कि लोग आपके एफर्ट्स को देख के ताली बजाएंगे.
No.
Results. And with due respect, even your friends, even your family members are the ones who will criticize you during the efforts. Get that in mind. And I am very practical in life regarding people. It's my suggestion to every one of you. Please don't cry or feel sad about about the loss of someone from your life. If someone believes in you, if someone knows you, trusts you, he or she will be there with you no matter what.
Definitely.
And that is why they are called apne. Apne doesn't have to mean your parents or your immediate siblings. They might not be there with you, but there are certain people who will be there with you, will choose to be there with you. Always hold their hand or never leave them.
Definitely.
That will be a message to everyone.
So summing everything up, because we have been talking for like I don't know, the conversation flows because we have met after very long.
Yeah, okay.
But summing everything up, any word of advice that you want to give to the budding entrepreneurs who are watching us?
See, I believe in the entire 66 minutes we have given advice. But I'll say one thing which is very important, which I follow and which I have understood and I have learned from one of my respectful seniors. He said one thing: when we go to work, when we work, we will be working with different categories of people. Be it youth, be it seniors, be it women, be it children, be it anyone. I just ask you one simple thing: whatever you do, no matter which profession you are, what concept you are working in, what forum you have designed or whatever it is, the people, your colleagues who are your seniors, engage, respect them. And people who are your colleagues who are junior to you, love them. Simple thing. Because if you do that, the other person, whoever it is, they will develop a sense of respect and love for you, which will not be there because of the money you have, which car you drive. They will do that from their heart. And I have always, as I said in the very beginning, I am a big, I'm a big observer regarding quotes and stuff. There is a very wonderful saying, I don't know who the writer is. He said that treat the janitor with the same respect as you treat the CEO.
Yeah.
It's very obvious कि हम एक व्यक्ति को सम्मान देते हैं जिनको हमसे पता है कि उनसे हमें कुछ फायदा हो सकता है.
Yeah.
It's very obvious, everyone does that. But we try to treat people who are below our scale of income or level and we disrespect them. That should not be there.
Yeah.
If you are respecting someone from whom you know that you are not getting anything, but still you respect, that determines your character.
Yes.
And last but not the least, one simple thing: follow OQP, only quality people.
I need to write that down.
Only quality people. And the quality people and also quality things. Read books, develop your mind. One thing that will keep you alive always is your skills. Even if you're 90 or 100 years old, I want to live for 120 maybe. I will definitely. See, my body might be paralyzed, my bones and hands might not work properly, but my mind will keep on functioning. And it's always the mind that increases your value. The more you have your value, the more you have this money. Don't run after money. Run after experience. You need to have lots of experience, and experience will come only when you enter the field, enter the war, enter the market. Know it. Don't fail. it is wrong if you think that if you do a mistake you will be punished. That's very wrong.
Yeah.
In business you have to do mistakes, only then you will learn. Sometimes you might face a loss of a lakh rupees, 1,000 rupees or crore rupees. See what I'll tell you one thing, bigger the risk, bigger the gain. Bigger the gain, bigger the value, bigger the value, bigger the money. So if everyone wants a life of financial freedom and time freedom, so summing up to one simple word, it comes from the mindset.
Yeah.
Be rich from your mind, dream big, dream big. To all the budding entrepreneurs, dream fucking big. Dream like you are driving your own jet plane, you are living in your own island, driving tens of thousands of cars. Dream fucking big, dude. No one is there to question.
Yeah.
I have a big dream of mine. I'll just share it to you. I dream of roaming around the world. I don't mind. Like, I will not give a second thought if I go for 1 month. I have to think about my business. I will do such a thing that my business will automatically. I'll take my partner, I will say her, let's pack the bags and let's leave. I'll take my parents, I'll say let's pack the bags and let's leave. I don't know for how long, I'll just say, I'll keep the globe in front of my parents or my partner, I will say, just see a place where you want to go, we'll go there.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
Now that will happen only when I have time freedom and financial freedom.
Yes, exactly.
So for me, these two are the most important things, and last but not the least, my happiness and my peace. I want to wake up every morning with a smile on my face and sleep every night with peace in my mind. So that will only happen when you believe in yourself, and वो है ना ऊपर वाला, उसमें ट्रस्ट रखो, उसके मर्जी के बगैर एक पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता. So if something is taking time, let it take time. Enjoy the process, learn from it. You all deserve to be rich, prosperous, successful, happy in life, and I want you to be that, because we need people like you. Because if you are rich, only then you can contribute. अगर खुद की झोली में पैसा नहीं है तो दूसरों को पैसा कैसे दें? Being rich does not mean you will use it for ill means. Being rich you will mean if you will use it for good means, where you can do some society. And we need people like you. So keep working, keep dreaming, keep hustling. Focus on yourself, work on yourself. 6 months of pure hard work, discipline, focus can take you 5 years ahead in life. ये मेरा dialogue नहीं है. Texas was I still good, but it's actually very true. So I believe I could convey the message properly.
Definitely.
And at the end, I would like to thank Rudra for this opportunity.
Thank you for giving me the
No,
time.
it was a pleasure. मुझे तो बकना पसंद है. So it was a great pleasure, and thank you, Ink Streets. You are doing great. You are doing absolutely amazing. Rimpi, Rahul, Chiranjeev, and all the these are the people whom I know, and all the people who are into Ink Streets. Lisa, I believe, right?
Yeah, Lisa.
So you guys are doing great, and my best wishes, love to you, and my best wishes, love to all the budding entrepreneurs and all the big dreamers out there. The world is there to be conquered by you all. So give your best, live like a king, keep a smile, and always be happy. Right? So thank you, Biplab.
Thank you so much.
Love you all. Thank you.
Thank you. So, from this wonderful session, it boils down to your mentality. Your mentality, and live like a king. Dream big. Once you dream big, you will achieve big. So, yeah, this was the second edition of Unfiltered with your host Adi, and this is me signing off. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Great.
Thank you. Signing off. Bye bye. See you
Bye.
again if he calls me again.
Welcome, buddy.